to some extent. I think that statement's actually true.
I think the regret is there.
Hold it!
Menzies has no love for them because every time something happens to him, he's on the newspaper. And it makes sense. He's a big deal around town, but gets attacked, gets bombarded by questions.
Hold it!
What are you talking about?
What in the fuck?
That pause was wonderful. Dude, in all this time that your animation is going, I could have gone through 2 more dialogue boxes. Ugh.
Saw in red from him means something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you guys keep talking about kinesis instantaneously happening without any evidence.
Right.
However, resurrection, probably a tough one to prove with evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Especially what we have right now.
Material evidence that could show he really did see the professor. I don't know. It sounds like we don't have anything.
Hold it!
Wait!
Hold on! Oh. It's a shame we don't have the glass plate of whatever picture he took, because that could be proof right there. It also has blood on it for some reason.
So I think that's updated the front half.
Yes.
The back half still has the fact that you discovered the blood in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it!
Mondu is my god.
Ah.
Du being similar to, say, Deus. Deus.
Mm-hmm.
This is where it's fun. When you know one Romance language, you know a little bit about them all.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's fun to say, Madre de Dios. Mother of God. Will he say yes to this one? No, damn. Almost.
Damn it.
Almost.
We almost had him.
Hang in there, Runo. You're getting there. As he smiles. Dr. Scythe. Quiet. Loop point. Now, because it's only fair, because I can sit here on my lofty throne and criticize you when things happen,
Uh-huh.
I took a strike here on statement 2.
This one?
Because I'm like, it's got Odie Asmon's signature on it. Like, this must be the time that it's not time for that still. So even though you noticed that about when I did, which was early, because you first see it, it's pretty prominent.
Freaking right there.
And it's not like it's a like obscure signature. We've
Yeah.
seen it before. Granted, some people may not have seen that part of the evidence or whatever. So I'm not saying like, oh, it's so obvious. But we both saw it in an earlier testimony, and it's still not time for it. I tried to put that here and took a strike. But I think this is one of the ones that frustrated me because I'm like, it's him. Don't you see? So don't do that.
Yeah, as long as I don't do that, we should be good. I guess I'm tempted to present the camera, but we don't actually have the glass plate.
True.
But I'm hoping if I present it, then maybe the chick will be like, oh, hey, I have the glass plate.
We also don't know why there's blood or whose it is.
Yes, that is also true. There's questions.
I'm going to give you hints on this one because I might have even taken multiple strikes. That I don't remember. You should examine the newspaper article again.
Examine la newspaper.
The new one, obviously, not the one we presented 84 times in the first half of the case.
Okay, examine. Odie Asman. We have a number 130. I think you read that originally earlier. Criminal returns. We have our dude bro. Is he wearing a monocle? Oh, the camera. I see the camera. I see the lantern. I see dead looking dude. Great stink. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything particularly questionable yet. There is an owl in her museum that's not in the sketch. I don't know what that means.
Creative liberties or
creative
something
liberties.
more.
I mean, the dude just straight up looks like a zombie. He still has his brown hair before I went super, super white. Execute a criminal, returns in the dead of night. Is there like a date somewhere? No. Monday something.
So what's weird about this, and this is a really tricky one, is that he talked before, if I'm not mistaken, about the mask. And this, well, it shows him looking like some kind of weird Red Skull looking thing.
Yeah.
Isn't like him in a mask. It's him like a zombie kind of. Like look at the hands too. Like they're drawn for like stylistic effect, right?
Right.
But this account, ignoring the fact that it's Odie Asman, which we're gonna get to later, is based on what Drebber described.
Yes.
So if Drebber is describing the mask, how does he know about it? Supposedly that information was kept secret. It means one of two things, potentially. Either they really did keep him in the mask, in which case what's he worried about because he doesn't know who the professor was, or the professor was not in a mask and he has information he shouldn't.
Right. Okay, so we're talking about the helmet, the knight helmet that he's covered with right now.
Yeah, this mask that's locked up that we now see him sitting across the courtroom with.
And he
So
mentions
he mentions this here,
the mask thing here.
and because I had already swung and missed trying to present it because of the signature on this statement, I knew it wasn't this. But this information sort of leads you into the next statement, which is to say, well, I didn't see him at all. Well, then what details could you give somebody who was writing the article if you didn't see him? Because again, it creates one of those two contradictions. We don't know which yet.
Oh.
But there's a problem with it either way. Either you couldn't see the professor's face anyways, in which case, why didn't you just tell this guy who was doing the article, the illustration, that it was in a mask? Or you did, but then what are you worried about because you don't know the professor's identity? It was in a mask, right? What's the big deal?
Mm-hmm. So I think I should probably present the sketch then, right? Because that's like his account, supposedly. Because, like, I guess I could present the helmet, but...
Which I think I did the article because I was sort of hyper-focused on it given the signature.
Yeah.
It's possible the helmet works too, but I couldn't tell you.
Huh. I don't want to test it. I already got a strike earlier. Okay. Kablam! Sorry, Mr. Drebber, but I don't believe that.
It's a bit strange too because we're presenting it again, and it's his own account that we're presenting. It makes sense, and that's why I was kind of like, here's sort of what the back, but like...
Right, yeah, it is a little... It is interesting. I was expecting more dialogue. I thought I had time.
No, you're done. You're done!
You're done!
Don't forget me. Yeah, see how it's like, it
Yeah,
doesn't really look like it,
he
but
looks like a zombie.
it's like,
Straight looks like a zombie man.
it's like if he never pops out of the ground and comes back to life, you couldn't have seen this detail to provide it.
Yep.
So you have to go one of those two routes. It's the mask route, not the identity one. And it makes more sense this way because this is what ties him to Scythe specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the identity, although that would also be a closely guarded secret that would be interesting / blackmail material. It's about the fact that it sort of proves that he saw him pop out of the grave somehow, some way. We don't really know what yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, he recovered a little more quickly than I would have liked.
There's Van Zeeks now.
Mm-hmm.
Not generally the one who asks people to amend testimony.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what this yields us. A new statement 3. What I in fact witnessed was a fellow grave robber at work.
Hold it!
It's even more outrageous than the actual story.
Objection!
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah, there's this whole gunshot that we haven't addressed. Yeah.
Oh, of course. Oh, shoot. Oh, my.
Strange.
Oh.
Hmm. Strange.
Excuse me.
Never really liked that cut in, I'll be very honest. I haven't really said it before this point, but excuse me. It's different because it is specifically for these like dialogue pursuits, but I would just be fine with hold it still. I don't
Right.
know about excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh la la. Hammer time.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
First we've seen this from him in this particular session.
Mm-hmm.
Objection!
And Zeke's objecting. So as you can tell, I mean, you already mentioned it. Like, he's got a connection to this, and he's
Yeah.
not just going to let shit fly here.
No.
Yeah, continue. Ignore him.
Yes, he's being a little shit. We got your back.
You're in a court of law where you should be safe, except for all the times that someone was not safe.
Exactly. That would explain why there's blood on the camera. Which, I mean, that is... He would have had to been standing pretty close then, right? Because, like, how do you get that much blood splatter?
Yeah. Unless it's like a shotgun.
Right. Exactly. It's like, right.
Like a single bullet through the heart, unless you're standing in front of a, like, spewing wound for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor's losing his cool.
He's going a little crazy.
I'll just lean back a little bit. Down, boy. All right. Benzi's napping once more, just to preserve energy. Make sure he's
Kazuma's
ready.
also been napping for about 20 years.
That's correct. Now we've added a fourth statement of 6.
Okay.
There was no gunshot from behind me at all, nor any spattering blood. I don't think we even need to press this one.
I was gonna say, can I just present the camera
Yeah,
because
you've already done the work on this one. Once again, I'm not going to lead you astray for no reason.
yeah.
Objection!
You've already put in the work to be on the right track. I'm not going to be like, but
Oh,
what
but
if
what
it's the glass from the Crystal Tower? Like, what do you mean that was 10 years ago? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
What do you mean? We borrowed it.
About that. Talk to Sholmes. Anyways,
Sorry.
wasn't us. Sholmes over there.
Yep. Just posing.
Hold it!
Oh, that's rare that we hear that from him.
Mm-hmm. But he saw what
He
we
saw
did.
it right away.
Mm-hmm. Now, if we had not updated this particular
This would not have
piece,
worked.
correct, but
Yeah.
you had already examined it to reveal that. And that's why the first half updating didn't really matter other than the fact that it directly tied it to him, which we already kind of knew because of the exhibit, but
Mm-hmm.
could have been embellished like the owl. We don't know.
It's true.
Oh, me?
Oh, I'm here
Oh,
now.
shit,
I'm awake.
uh,
Woo! And it's also like 10 years old, so I don't know how that works. But I mean, yeah, it's probably doable.
What?
Oh, his neck looked like it almost tried to snap or something.
I mean, technically, for super traumatic experiences, you can sort of dry them out of your mind. But anyways, go off. Go off,
Yes.
Ryunosuke.
Yes. I was gonna say, not always, but